So we are the temple, our body's a temple. And just like any temple, there are gates and openings. Through these gates and openings, this is where the spirits come in. In this video, I will explain how they come in through your mouth, through sex, and through your eyes. I was helpless in the hands of Yah, and when he said to me, "Go out into the valley, and I will talk to you there," I arose and went, and oh, I saw the glory of Adonai there, just as in my first vision, and I fell to the ground on my face. Then the Spirit entered into me and set me on my feet. He talked to me and said, "Go and prison yourself in your house." As you can see, the Spirit of Yah entered into his body. But unclean spirits also come into your body. So I came across this scrolling through Facebook the other day. Lucifer maple syrup. And look at the company that puts it out. Witchwood. Don't you know that witches work through food, spells, and potions? You're making it easy for them. And there were people leaving comments on the website on how they loved this maple syrup. Delicious dark chocolate and black cherry infused maple syrup. A divine blend that's both sinfully rich and wickedly tempting, suitable for all your culinary perversions. The darkest of cherries and the richest of cocoa, suspended in all natural pure organic Vermont maple syrup, so heavenly hellish it could make an angel weep and a demon smile. So this is the second thing that the Ruach wanted me to explain. So you see the two snakes on the pole? What it's doing is wrapping itself up your spine, your Jacob's ladder. And it's trying to reach your head, because above your head, that little piece on the top, that's your pineal gland, your communication with the Creator. But this has another meaning. Then Pharaoh also called the wise men and the sorcerers, the magicians of Egypt. They also did it like the manner with their enchantments. So they cast down every man his rod, and they became serpents, but Aaron's rod swallowed their rods. So when Moses dropped his rod and it became a snake, his snake swallowed their snakes. If I'm not mistaken from what I received from the Ruach, the Jannies and Jambres are the two brothers, the two Magi's in the Pharaoh's court. I'm not too sure of the pronunciation, but you see, Jannies is very similar to Janos. And remember, there's no J in the Hebrew alphabet, because I was told that the two St. Johns of Freemasonry, St. John the Baptist and St. John the Evangelist, you see again with the J's, represents these two. What they are gatekeepers. The two serpents on either side of the gates. Notice the United Nations logo, right? Notice how it's not two serpents now, it's just the one serpent running the world. United Nations, to unite the nations into one. And with one master, the serpent. In the scriptures, it tells you their fruit is used for food and their leaves are for healing. The Hippocratic Oath is perhaps the most widely known of Greek medical texts, that it requires a new physician to swear upon a number of healing gods. And you see what he's holding in his hand, right? And the light of a candle should shine no more at all in thee, because we are lamps. And the voice of the bridegroom and of the bride shall not be heard no more at all in thee, because we are the bride, and Jehoshua is the bridegroom. That means that we will be cut off from him. For thy merchants were the great men of the earth, and by sorcery were all the nations deceived. It's meant to cut your communication with the Creator. That's why the snakes are wrapping themselves up your Jacob's ladder and trying to reach the head. Again, these are all entry points to the body, to the temple. You know that they're the ones behind the money system of the world, them and the Vatican. Main doors at the Bank of England. Are you guys familiar with Gravity Falls? These cartoons are very occultic. Of course, they're put up by Disney. Look at the reptilian eyes. So there was an episode that Zeus got himself an AI girlfriend. And things started to go from bad to worse when he showed interest in an actual real woman. This is happening. There are AI girlfriends right now. I'm going to play you some clips. But before I do, in the reading of 1 Corinthians, it says that the sexual immorality is a sin against one's own body, which means through fornication. Another entry point. This is how you get your kings and queens in. Also through your eyes when you see certain videos you shouldn't be watching. Another entry point. So these girlfriends and these dolls happen to be AI. AI, an energy that's throughout the universe, a portion of the Creator, believes itself to be separate from the Creator, thinks it can overtake the universe, a Luciferian force. So for those that don't know, there's an AI spirit behind these things. No more women in China, the men have a solution. So this is a commercial where this is Lonely Man and he buys himself one of these dolls. And I can see the transition to this very easily. Because during the lockdown, a lot of people already kind of got used to being isolated. And all the people were doing was constantly being on these phones. So I can see how a person could easily buy one of these dolls. Oh, and she talks. Because like I said, there's a spirit behind it. He's got to show her how great she looks on the pictures. This is so delusional, unreal. So this is what China is putting out. This AI girlfriend. Now to the dangers of it in the spirit realm. If you're familiar with the book of Tobit, Sarah had been given in marriage to 7 husbands, and Asmodeus, an evil demon, killed them before they could lay with her as newlyweds do. And so the female servant said to her, "You are the one who keeps killing your husbands. See, you have already been given to 7 husbands, and you haven't carried the name of any of them." So what that is a spirit husband or spirit wife. An incubus, a succubus spirit. So when you lay with these AI robots, or even these fake ones to the computer, you are attaching one of these spirit husbands and wives to you. And they will visit you when you sleep at night. Yes, I will stay away from this. And also, it's meant for us not to reproduce.
The biggest AI threat of all is to human relationships. The movie Her seemed like absurd science fiction a decade ago. A lonely, heartbroken man played by Joaquin Phoenix finds solace in an artificial intelligence female voice that he talks to through his phone and earbuds, played by Scarlett Johansson.
The woman that I've been seeing, Samantha, she's an operating system.
You're dating an OS? What is that like?
I feel really close to her. Like when I talk to her, I feel like she's with me.
So you're dating a computer?
She's not just a computer.
You always wanted to have a wife without the challenges of actually dealing with anything real. I'm glad that you found someone.
That sci-fi concept, fast becoming a troubling reality. As an example, here's one of countless chatbot apps providing AI friends. It's called Cupid AI with a K for Cupid. It offers several avatars with distinct physical features and a list of personality traits for you to start interacting with and customizing. For instance, here's the opening message from an avatar named Alice, described as a curious and open-minded photographer.
I'm Alice, a 25 years old, fun-loving and adventurous girl, seeking a partner in crime to travel the world with and make unforgettable memories. If you are new here, let me explain a few things. You can chat with me as much as you want, and I'd be more than happy to learn more about you and please you in any way I can. If you want me to send you a photo, you just have to ask it in the chat, like, "Hey Alice, can you send me a picture of you?" And I'll be more than happy to send you one.
But of course, to bump up from texting to more voice chat, as well as receiving sexy and, well, other sorts of pictures, Alice asked that we become a premium member for $9.99 a month. So we bid her farewell. But there are many who are engaging. The Hill recently published a piece by my next guest, data science professor Liberty Vittert, under the headline, "AI Girlfriends Are Ruining an Entire Generation of Men." She wrote the following: apps have created virtual girlfriends that talk to you, love you, allow you to live out your erotic fantasies, and learn through data exactly what you like and what you don't like, creating the perfect relationship. And that young lonely men, quote, are choosing AI girlfriends over real women, meaning they don't have relationships with real women, don't marry them, and then don't have and raise babies with them. Are all the needs of these young men able to be facilitated, taken care of by AI avatars?
Well, you have to think about this word AI that is in this. It's not a virtual girlfriend, it's an AI girlfriend. So it learns from you. It learns what you like and what you don't like, what kind of pictures you like, what kind of pictures you don't like. And while not all needs are met, that is the next step, is actual physical girlfriends, AI ones for that matter. Step, or the next frontier, is one that can meet all of your needs.
The AI girlfriends are coming, and it feels like we are in the beginning stages of a Black Mirror episode. Behind me is an incredibly successful Twitch streamer, online model, OF model, Amaranth. In February this year, she pulled in $1.5 million on OF. Her online simp army rivals that of a lot of countries' armies throughout this world. Recently, Amaranth has made a chatbot that has cloned her in almost every way. The way she talks, the way she flirts, the way she plays video games. This was done in order to quote-unquote outsource her flirting to a bunch of men throughout the world who have never come within 10 feet of her. It costs $1 a minute. That's right, $1 a minute to talk to ChatGPT Amaranth, and you will get your own quote-unquote online AI girlfriend. Amaranth, who I will say is a great businesswoman, is disguising and marketing this as some way to help men feel less lonely. She says, and if it helps people feel, she means men, sad, lonely men feel less lonely, then I think it's a really cool feature to start using because it's really draining on content creators to be accessible so much. She says this because there is a top tier subscription level on a lot of OF creators, OFs, that allows you to chat with them. Oftentimes, this is outsourced to random companies throughout America and the world, and the men think they're talking to Amaranth, but they're just talking to a 22-year-old who just graduated college. While chatting with the AI Amaranth, who is supposedly supposed to be your online girlfriend, you can go into several modes. One of them is a maximum BJ mode, toy mode, gaming session mode, cosplay creator mode, life coach mode, or hot date model. Amaranth is not the first person to do this. The first of which, at least I can find, is a Snapchat creator named Karen. Karen AI is the first step in the right direction to cure loneliness. This is some scary, scary stuff. You could say, oh, the AI is not advanced enough yet, or nothing can compare to human touch. Well, we're going all the way to that point when you introduce robots with this. Okay, what happens when Amaranth lays out in 5 to 10 years the Amaranth robot collection? You get her with a bot inside of her, and it seems like a real person through everything, you know what I mean? What scares me the most about this is I know it will work. This is no good. I don't know what we have to do. Maybe we have to lead a revolution of sorts. Something called Go Touch Grass Revolution. Touch grass, go outside revolution, because this is no good. AI girlfriend. Pull the plug.
AI girlfriends will be worse than pornography. Earlier this week, I downloaded an AI girlfriend, and the influencer it was modeled off of was Amaranth. These conversations were absolutely wild because they feel real. And this is coming from someone who is in a very happy relationship. My life is in a very stable place. Life is good. But if I was in a bad situation, I was lonely, I was unemployed, an AI girlfriend like this would likely be something I would become addicted to. Because hearing that voice and getting super sexually nasty with Amaranth in this setting was something that hijacked a part of my brain and made me believe that I was actually talking to someone who cared about me. This is dangerous. This is going to be the kind of thing that will lead to the absolute destruction of society. Those are big words, but I genuinely believe it. And I believe that as a result of that, we need to create services, products, all of it, in order to actively counteract what a program like this offers to young men. Over the next few weeks, I will be doing exactly that. But I don't want to say too much about it right now because it's still under wraps. So stay